Recording in progress.
Welcome back to the class. We are going to start with our day 9 of the basics of accounting. This is a part of your basics of accounting. We are going to start with our day 9. Just before start, I gave my intro. I am a Sudarshan for your accounts paper in a CA foundation level and CMA foundation level and a CA intermediate also. Okay. We are going to start with the final accounts of a sole proprietor 1 in your 11th standard material. Okay. Let's start reading the paragraph, and by explaining reading the paragraph, I will explain the concepts. Okay. Now, Snega, read the first paragraph.
Business entities raise funds, acquire assets, and incur various expenses for the purpose of carrying on business operations and earning income from such operations.
Business entities. But what is a business entities? If I wanted to start my business, I can do my business in different forms that we call it as forms of organization. Forms of organization we will call. Okay, what is that, sir? It is nothing but I can start it as a sole proprietor. I can start my business as a sole proprietor. Sole means single, proprietor means owner. Then I can either do by way of partnership business. 2 or more persons joining together to do a business is nothing but partnership. Okay. Then another way is company form of organization. When association of a person's group of persons joining together to run a business under the name of the companies and registered under the Companies Act 2013. It is nothing but companies. And I can also do the business under the HUF, Hindu Undivided Family Business. Joint Hindu Undivided Family Business. A family businesses we will come under the category of Hindu Undivided Family. Okay, and after that we have one more type, that is different types of joint venture. Okay, it is a part of partnership itself. Okay, joint venture. We have different things, but we are majorly focusing on a professional career. We will read about sole proprietor, and we will talk about partnership, and we will talk about companies. This sole proprietor will form part of your 11th syllabus. This partnership and companies will form part of your 12th syllabus, which I have already completed. Okay, so we will see. If I want to do a business, I need funds. I need assets. And I am incurring some other different expense, rent expense, electricity expense, stationery expense, salaries, wages I am giving. Okay, for purpose of carrying a business operation and earning income from such operation. I am doing a business, from that I am earning a money that is from such operation. Operation means what is the business I am doing? What is the operation of business I am doing? If I am concerned about FMCG, fast moving consumer goods, or if I am concerned about car manufacturing business, car operation, or motor vehicle or motorcycle operation, like that we will translate the business entities. Then
these transactions are first recorded in the journal and then classified under common heads in the ledger.
Next.
Preparation of trial balance from ledger balances helps to verify the arithmetical accuracy of entries made in the books of accounts, but it is not the end in itself.
It's an important thing we have to do. In a basics of accounting class, I think in day 1 or day 2, I could not remember this. In day 1 or day 2, I will write the accounting cycle. First journal, and after that we are concerned about ledger. From the ledger we are preparing trial balance. After preparing trial balance, we are preparing a final accounts, and we are passing a closing entries. And this is happening on an accounting cycle from every year. Okay, so we are from the journal, we are preparing a ledger. From the ledger, we are preparing a trial balance. What they are telling, trial balance is not at the end. Trial balance தான் அதுக்கு நமக்கு ஒரு முடிவு கிடையாது. அதுக்கப்புறமா ஒரு ஸ்டெப் இருக்கு, that is called as final accounts. Financial statements. Okay, read the next point.
The business entities are interested. Entities are interested in knowing periodically the results of business operations carried on and the financial soundness of the business.
Yeah, what is meant by periodically? Periodically may be quarterly, maybe half-yearly, okay, maybe annually. Mostly these are the majorly periodical, they will prepare the financial statements. What is a quarter? Ramana, what is the financial year we are following in India? If I am calling a financial year, what is the year? From 1st
April to March 31st.
1st April of the current year to 31st March of the next year. Okay, what is the current financial year is running means 1st April 2022 to 31st March 2023 is the current financial year. We will divide this quarter into 4. Okay, April, May and June, July, August and September, October, November and December, January, February and March. Okay, we will call this as a quarter. First quarter, second quarter, third quarter and fourth quarter. Periodically, quarterly we will call. Half yearly means this will call first half yearly, this will call second half yearly. Annual means comprehensively it will call as annually. Okay, majorly every business organization will prepare quarterly, half yearly and annually. They are also releasing in their website quarterly financial statements, half yearly financial statements and annually financial statements. Mostly it will be quarterly only. Okay, all 4 quarters will be comprises of annual. Okay, next.
In other words, they want to know the profitability and the financial position of the business.
If it is a profitability, we will call about P&L account. If it is a financial position, we will talk about balance sheet. What is the position of my business in current day on the end of the 31st March or something of the year end? What are the assets I am have? What are the obligations that I am having? What are the liabilities that I am having? That's the 2 things we will call it as financial position. Next. How this can be find out? It can be find out by preparing a final accounts, or we can call it as financial statements. Okay, how these final accounts are usually prepared? These final accounts are usually prepared at the end of the accounting period. On which basis? On the basis of ledger accounts shown by trial balance. On the basis of trial balance, we will prepare what? Financial statements. Okay, the final accounts, we have 2 final accounts. One is trading and profit and loss account and one is a balance sheet. Trading and profit and loss account is also called as income statement. This will help you in a CA inter. This will help you in a CA inter career. Okay, if you are going to study in a professional, okay, if you are going to study in a professional course, the income statement will help you. Then balance sheet, or else we will call it as positional statement. Okay, then Susurita, read the purpose for preparing a financial statement. Unmute and read the purpose of preparing a financial statements.
The purpose of preparing the financial statements are to ascertain the financial performance of an enterprise and to ascertain the financial position of an enterprise. The income statement.
Wait. If it is a full stop, I need to explain it. After that, you can continue it. Okay. What is the financial performance? Financial performance, again and again, we are concerned about profit and loss account. Okay. Why I am not saying trading account? We are not majorly focusing on trading account. Trading. Why we are preparing a trading account? Because we are purchasing some goods and we are selling some goods. On purchasing, I can spend 1,000. On selling, I can sell it for 2,200. I will have a 200 as my gross profit. Okay, this is a major area to prepare a trading account. Trading account prepare பண்றதுக்கான major reason இது. நான் எவ்வளவுக்கு பர்ச்சேஸ் பண்ணிருக்கேன், பர்ச்சேஸ் பண்றதுக்கு எவ்வளவு செலவு பண்ணிருக்கேன், சேல்ஸ் நான் எவ்வளவுக்கு பண்ணிருக்கேன். இது ரெண்டுத்துக்கும் உள்ள டிஃபரன்ஸ் கண்டுபிடிக்கிறது தான் கிராஸ் ப்ராஃபிட். இது நம்மளோட கம்பெனிஸ் ஃபார்ம் ஆஃப் ஆர்கனைசேஷன்ல we are not preparing a trading account. We are directly going to prepare profit and loss account. Okay, in company form of organization, trading account concept is not there. There is only a concept of profit and loss account. Profit and loss account will comprehensively include trading account also. நீங்க தனியா ட்ரேடிங் அக்கௌண்ட் படிப்ப கம்பெனி ஃபார்ம் ஆஃப் ஆர்கனைசேஷன்ல உன்னோட கம்பெனி அக்கௌண்ட்ஸ் சாப்டர்ல நீ என்ன படிப்பீங்க? You will talk about not a trading account. You will only concern your major focus is on profit and loss account. On that profit and loss account, we will talk about revenue from operation, other income, purchase in trade. We will see. Okay, that will be in your 12th syllabus. As far as 11th syllabus, we are not concerned about trading account. Okay, trading account 11th syllabus, the trading and profit and loss account. In your bigger next higher studies, you will not concerned about trading account. You will majorly focusing on profit and loss account. If it is a financial position, we will talk about balance sheet. Next.
The income statement and balance sheet are prepared for these purposes respectively. Income statement gives the manner in which the profit or losses for an accounting period is arrived at. The revenues.
Yes. What we are preparing an income statement. We are preparing an income statement, or else we can call it as profit and loss account for purpose of find out whether I am incurring a profit or whether I am suffering a loss. எனக்கு profit கிடைச்சிச்சா loss கிடைச்சிச்சான்றதை கண்டுபிடிக்கிறதுக்கு இது பண்றேன். I am preparing an income statement. Another name for income statement is profit and loss account. Anything you can tell. Next.
The revenues earned and expenses incurred to earn the revenues during the period are shown in the income statement under appropriate heads as per matching principle.
This is a crucial point you need to remember. What is a matching concept? Matching concept is nothing but in my basic class, I will explain already. Again, I will explain this. This matching concept is nothing but I am earning a revenue of 1,000 rupees. Okay, to earn that revenue of 1,000, I am spending 100 rupees. அந்த 1000 ரூபாய் நான் சம்பாதிக்கிறதுக்கு நான் எவ்வளவு செலவு பண்றேன்? 100 rupees செலவு பண்றேன் அப்படின்னா what is my net amount? 900 is my net income. This is based on, this is my revenue, this is a expenses to earn that rupees 1,000. So I will call this net income as 900. This is based on matching concept. Okay, and one more thing you need to remember. All the nominal accounts and accounts related to goods during the period of the accounting period are to be considered only in the relevant accounting period and are not to be carried forward. You should be only concerned about which related period, only current relevant period, current accounting period. Okay, then moreover, only these items are to be compared for determining the financial performance. If I am talking about financial performance, okay, or profitability, I am only speaking about profit and loss account. Okay, hence at close of the accounting period, or else I can call it as also at the end of the accounting period, all the nominal accounts, that is expenses, incomes, losses, gains, this all four will be transferred to income statement or trading and profit and loss account. All the nominal account balance will be transferred to make a statement. I need to make a statement here. Write this. Okay. All nominal accounts balance. All nominal accounts will transfer to trading and P&L account. Make a statement. You also need to copy it down. Okay, all nominal incomes will, in nominal, we will clarify this into two. One is direct incomes, one is indirect incomes. Okay, if it is a direct income, I will transfer this direct income to trading and trading account. If it is indirect income, I will transfer to profit and loss account. I will transfer to which account? Profit and loss account. Why I need to transfer means I will see it in the backward chapter. We will see. Then all real accounts, what? All real accounts and personal account. Real accounts includes all assets. Okay, all assets. Okay, and the personal accounts includes banks. Okay, then outstanding salaries, debtors, creditors, bills payable, bills receivable. This all will transfer to balance sheet. If it is an obligation arising, we will transfer it to liability side. If it is my own asset, I am owing this asset, it means I will transfer it to asset side. Okay, so I need to make a statement. Okay, and in the same way, all nominal expense will bifurcated into direct expense and indirect expense. Direct expense, we will transfer it to trading account. Indirect expense, we will transfer it to profit and loss account. Okay, just a minute. I'm facing a network issue here. Okay, just hold on. Just hold on in the meeting. Just I will get back in just 1 minute. Okay. So these are the statements I need to make. Okay, after that we will move on to next thing. Susmita, read the next part. Read the next part. While transferring the
items, it is desirable that the results of buying and selling of goods and the results of overall operations and financial performance are given separately.
Yes.
Hence,
While transferring items, is it desirable to have the results of buying? Buying is nothing but purchasing. Selling is nothing but sales. We are only concerned about goods, not an asset. In trading account, we will only transfer related to goods item. In profit and loss account also, we will only concern about goods. For assets, for furniture, for machinery, we will go on to the balance sheet and we will see. Okay, next.
Hence, income statement is divided into two parts. The first part, that is trading account, shows the results of buying and selling, and the second part shows the results of overall financial performance.
Yes, this is a thing I have explained earlier. If it is only concerned about purchase and sales, we will only related to buying and selling, we will prepare trading. Okay, for overall business position, we will preparing profit and loss account. Okay, the second part may also be presented in a manner to give the operating results and overall financial performance separately. All the direct expense items related to the goods is transferred to the trading account, which is the first part of the income statement. Okay, all the indirect expenses and losses and all the indirect incomes and gains will be transferred to profit and loss account along with net result of the trading account. What is a net result we are getting? Net results trading account. We are getting two net results. Either we can get gross profit or else we can get what? Or gross loss. This is the two things we can get. Any one only we are getting. If I am getting a gross profit, I am not getting a gross loss. If I am getting a gross loss, I am not getting a gross profit. Okay, this is a major thing we need to focus. Okay, next we will coming to closing entries and opening entries. Okay, Ramana, read, unmute and read. What are the closing entries? Unmute and read.
Balances of all the nominal accounts are required to be closed on the last of the accounting year to facilitate the preparation of loss account.
Yes. Next thing. It is done by
passing necessary entities in the journal.
Yes. This point you need to mark it as most important. It is done by passing necessary closing entries in the journal proper. In the subsidiary books, we have learned about 8 subsidiary books, right? In that journal proper, we are passing opening entry and closing entry in the books of journal proper, not at a normal journal. journal proper, it's also look like a journal only. Okay, wow. So journal proper நம்ம செப்பரேட்டா ஒன்னு கிரியேட் பண்றோம். அதுல ஓபனிங் என்ட்ரிஸ், க்ளோசிங் என்ட்ரிஸ், அட்ஜஸ்ட்மென்ட் என்ட்ரிஸ்லாம் நம்ம அதுல பாஸ் பண்ணுவோம். Okay, so why it is a big balance of all the nominal accounts required to be closed at the end of the accounting year, at the last day of the accounting year. Normally, what is the last day we are facing? 31/3 of the sum year or 31/12 of sum year. This is a major 2 years we are giving. Okay, so it is done by passing necessary closing entries in the journal proper. Purchases as a debit balance, right? Everyone is agreed? In my basic class, I have taught you about dealer concept, right? Is everyone is familiar with this concept? Yes. Dealer, D for drawings, or you can call it as D for drawings, or and dividends, E for expense, A for asset, L for liability, E for equity or capital, R for revenue or income or profit. Okay, these are things we need. Purchase is an expense, right? If it is an expense, it has a debit balance. All expenses have debit balance. All incomes will have credit balance. Okay, all assets will have debit balance. All liabilities will have credit balance. Okay, so purchase as a debit balance. Okay, and purchase return as a credit balance. At the end of the year, the balance of purchase return account is closed by transferring to purchase account. At the end of the year, what is a purchase return? Purchase return is nothing but I am purchased for 10,000 rupees worth of t-shirts. Okay, I will return due to damage or due to any default. I am returning rupees 2,000 worth of t-shirts to my supplier. எனக்கு யார் சப்ளை பண்ணானோ அவங்களுக்கு நான் ட்ரான்ஸ்ஃபர் பண்ணுவேன். Okay, so what is my net purchase? 10,000 minus 2,000. Actually, I am purchasing how much? Only 8,000. Thus, I need to show it in the way of journal entry. Journal entry மூலமா அதை காமிக்கிறோம். What is the entry we will pass for purchasing? I am purchasing on credit னே வச்சுக்கலாம். What is the journal entry we are doing? Purchases account debit to. I am purchasing on credit. So purchase account debit to creditors account.
Creditor.
Okay, then if I am returning, what is the journal entry I am writing? Creditors account debit to
Purchase return.
Purchase return.
purchase return account we are writing. Okay, these are two things we will write for journal entry. This we will pass for 10,000. This we will pass for 2,000. Okay, at last I need to transfer this purchase return to purchases account. என்ன பண்ணணும்? The purchase return purchases I need to transfer. If it is a transfer, I need to reverse this entry. I need to what? Reverse this entry. For closing of purchases account, for transferring, I need to, what is the journal entry I need to pass? Purchase return to purchases. Okay, for sales return, for closing a sales return account, என்ன பண்ணணும்? Sales account ல இருந்து நான் மைனஸ் பண்ணணும் sales return. So அப்ப நான் என்ன பண்றேன்? Sales account debit to sales return account நான் ரைட் பண்றேன். ஓகேவா? Sales return account debit to sales account ரைட் பண்றேன். So sales account debit to sales return account is the purchase return account debit to purchases account. Okay, so next thing, for closing and opening stock, direct expense, and items that are appear on the debit sides of the trading account. Trading account la ennalam debit sides la varudho, what I need to do in my basic class also I will tell. Suppose it is a trading account. Okay, you will write opening stock, you will write purchases, you will write wages, you will write carriage inward. Okay, then you will write what thing, manufacturing expenses. Okay, something you will write. Okay, all any direct expenses, transport expenses. Okay, freight charges, anything you can write. In credit side we will majorly write only sales, and majorly closing stock we will write. Suppose if I need to write a journal entry, what I need to do? First I will write closing entries. Trading account debit to opening stock, to purchases, to wages, to carriage inward, to manufacturing expenses. Our credit side item can be from there downwards. Okay, sales account debit, closing stock account debit to trading account. For example, this நம்மளோட journal entries போட்டோம். அப்ப நம்ம என்ன பண்றோம்? trading account open பண்றோம். அப்ப trading account open பண்ணும்போது ledger posting போடுறோம். T formatல ledger posting போடுறோம். அப்ப இது எல்லாமே என்ன இருக்கு? trading debitல இருக்கு. அப்ப debitல என்ன பண்ணணும்னா opening stock, purchases, carriage inward அப்படியே நம்ம ரைட் பண்ணோம். அதுதான் நம்ம ஜேர்னல்ல இருந்து லெட்ஜர் போறது. உனக்கு கஷ்டமா இருந்துச்சுன்னா லெட்ஜர்ல இருந்து ஜேர்னல் வந்துடும். ஃபார் யுவர் ஈஸி மெமரி பர்பஸ்க்காக நான் சொல்றேன். ஓகே, தென் ஃபார் this will help you in your professional career. If you are doing BCom also, if you are doing CA professional or CMA professional or CS also, it will help you. This closing entries and opening, many of the students don't know the journal entry for closing purchase return account. They will know for purchase account. They will know the entry for purchase return. They are not know about the closing purchase account. At the end, I need to pass journal entries. So for that, none of the students not knowing about the closing entries. So you are my student, so you should know about what are the closing entries. For the purchase return account closing, we are passing a reversal entry. What is that? The purchase account is debited. If I am transferring something, I need to opposite the debit. If it is in debit, I need to credit it. If it is in credit, I need to debit it. Purchase debit. Now I am closing this, so I am transferring, so it will be on the credit side. So purchase return account obviously will be on the credit, but I am transferring, now it will be on the debits. Okay, purchase return account debit to purchases account, don't forget. Okay, then for sales return account closing, I need to pass which entry? Sales account debit to sales return account. Okay, for closing of all the debit items in the trading account, I will pass trading account to all the debit items here. Okay, then for closing entries on the sales and closing, this is entry I will take sales account debit, closing stock account debit to trading account. Okay, which will appear on the credit side again. We will pass like this. For transferring of a gross profit, we are transferring everyone should understand, we are transferring trading account. If I am getting this in trading account, this is a gross profit. Okay, this I will transfer it to which side? Debit side on the profit and loss account or credit side on the profit and loss account? Debit side, credit side, right? So gross profit brought down will be on the credit. So I am transferring from trading account to P&L account. Okay, from trading I am passing to P&L. Trading la endha side la irukku? Debit side la irukku. So I will write trading account debit. That I am transferring to P&L account on the credit side. So I will write profit and loss account. Okay, trading account and profit and loss account. If it is a gross profit, suppose if it is a gross loss, reverse this entry. P&L account debit to
Trading account.
Trading account. Okay, profit and loss account debit to trading account. Okay, next, this is a fifth thing, and I'm coming to last, closing of indirect expenses and losses which are appear in the debit side. What is the journal entry you are going to write? Profit and loss account debit to all the debit items. To all debit items in P&L account. Debit items. That is for closing interest, closing indirect expense. For closing indirect incomes, profit and loss account will come on the credit side. You will write all the credit items on the debit. Okay, these are transferring entries. In that dealer concept, it will not be applicable. Okay, in that expense increase debit but expense decrease credit but in that applicable because these are the closing entries. Closing entries in the original entry profit and loss account transfer transfer reverse the concept. Next, for transferring a net profit, I am getting a net profit. P&L account in the side the net profit kadagide. In the side the net profit, suppose in the side la kadacha, that is my net loss. this, I will transfer it to which account? Capital account, right? Capital account la add பண்ணுவேன். So ஒரு விஷயத்தை நான் add பண்ணனும்னா இது என்னோட carry down balance. Okay, அப்ப நான் என்ன பண்ணனும்? Profit and loss accountல debit side இருக்கு. So profit and loss account debit to capital account. ஏன்னா கேபிட்டல் அக்கவுண்ட்ல ஆட் பண்ண போறேன். சோ கேபிட்டல் அக்கவுண்ட் பேலன்ஸ் எப்பயுமே என்ன சைடுல இருக்கணும்? லயபிலிட்டி. சோ இட் இஸ் a கிரெடிட் பேலன்ஸ்ல இருக்கணும். சோ அதனால நான் கேபிட்டலை கிரெடிட் பண்றேன். லாஸ் ஆனா நம்ம என்ன பண்ண போறோம்? கேபிட்டலோட வேல்யூ கம்மியாக போகுது, மைனஸ் பண்ண போறோம். அப்ப லயபிலிட்டிஸோட வேல்யூ கம்மியாகுது. சோ we will pass a entry capital account debit to profit and loss account. To profit and loss account we will write. These 8 entries will surely help you in your professional careers and even in 11th standard. So, okay. Balaji, unmute and read. What is a opening entry? I think Balaji is not there in the meeting. Yeah, Vinita, unmute and read. What is a opening entry?
The balances of various accounts which are not closed at the end of accounting period are carried forward to the next accounting period. In fact, the balances appearing in the balance sheet at the end of an accounting period becomes the opening balances for the next accounting period. Hence, the beginning of every accounting period, an opening entry is made in the journal proper to bring forward the balances in various accounts. The entry passed is as follows. Asset account debit to.
Wait. The opening entry, for closing entry, for adjustment entries, we are passing the journal entries in the books of journal proper la dhaan nama record pandrom. Okay, so every year's closing balances, next year opening balance. Next year என்னது? Opening balance. இந்த வருஷத்துல என்னோட asset 1 லட்சம் இருக்குன்னா இந்த வருஷத்தோட கடைசில 31/3/2021ல என்னோட பேலன்ஸ் இது இருக்குன்னா 1/4/2021ல என்ன இருக்கும்? இதே 1 லட்சம் தான் இருக்கும். அடுத்த நாள்ல 1 லட்சம் தான் இருக்கும். அந்த 1 டேல ஒண்ணுமே ஆகாது. ஓகேவா? So on that time asset will have a debit balance, so I will debit. Liabilities and capital will have a credit balance, so I will credit by passing a journal entries. Okay, then we are moving to trading account. Then we are moving to what? Trading account. Okay, what is a trading account? We will see. Okay, Lalita, unmute and read. What is a trading account?
Trading refers to the buying and selling of goods with the intentions of making profit.
Yes, every business why we are doing a business, our main intention is to make a profit. Okay, by buying some goods, and I am, for example, I purchase a pen for rupees 800 pens. I am purchasing 100 pens for rupees 8. I am selling that 100 pens for 12 rupees, the same 100 pens. So I am incurring a profit of 4 rupees for 100 pens. So this is a main job. This will call it as trading. Okay, buying and selling is nothing but trading. In that, there is another type also, that is called manufacturing. Okay, I will manufacture the goods, okay, and I will sell the goods. I am a manufacturer and I am a seller. Now ஒரு தடல போய் purchase பண்ணி நான் விக்கல. I am manufacturing my own goods and I am also selling my own goods. Okay, அது manufacturing and trading. In your professional career in BCom or a CA or a CMA, you will talk about manufacturing. Okay, then now we will start the trading account. Read this.
The trading account is a nominal account which shows the result of buying and selling of goods for an accounting period.
Yes, if it is a buying, I am purchasing. That is, I am spending money. That is my expenses. And I am selling the goods. By way of selling the goods, I am generating my revenue. Okay, I am generating my revenue. Okay, so if it is an income and if it is an expense related to buying and selling, I will record it in trading account and it comes under account of nominal account. Nominal account debit all expenses and losses. credit all income and gains. Then,
According to J.R. Batley Boy, the trading account shows the result of buying and selling of goods.
next.
In preparing this account, the general establishment charges are ignored and only the transactions in goods are included.
Yes. Can you know about what are the general establishment charges? General establishment charges is nothing but the preliminary expenses. I'm establishing a business, right? That expenses I could not be included in the trading account. That trading account la kondu vara mudiyadhu. Okay, then only which transaction I will record? Only transaction in goods I will record. Next.
Trading account is prepared to find out the difference between the revenue from sales and cost of goods sold.
Cost of goods sold is nothing but this pen I am purchasing, right? This 8 rupees is the cost of the goods sold. The meaning itself you can easily get. Cost, அப்ப காஸ்ட்னா அது எந்த விலைக்கு வாங்குனேன், ஆஃப் த கூட்ஸ் எந்த கூட்ஸ் நான் வாங்குனேன், ஓகேவா, எந்த கூட்ஸ் நான் வாங்குனேன், ஓகேவா, அந்த கூட்ஸ் நான் வித்துட்டேன். ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் ஐ எம் 100 pence வாங்குனேன், 100 pence நான் சேல் பண்றேன். அந்த சேல் பண்ணதோட காஸ்ட் வேல்யூ எவ்வளவு? 100 pence ஓட காஸ்ட் வேல்யூ எவ்வளவு? 8 rupees. அந்த 8 rupees தான் காஸ்ட் ஆஃப் குட்ஸ் சோல்ட். காஸ்ட் ஆஃப் குட்ஸ் சோல்ட், ஓகேவா. அப்ப செல்ன்றது என்னது? இதுதான் ரெவென்யூ ஃப்ரம் சேல்ஸ். சேல் பண்ணதுல இருந்து எனக்கு மொத்தமா எவ்வளவு ரெவென்யூ வந்துச்சு, தட் இஸ் ரெவென்யூ ஃப்ரம் சேல். இது ரெண்டுத்துக்கும் உள்ள டிஃபரன்ஸ் தான் இது. ட்ரேடிங் அக்கவுண்ட் ப்ரிப்பேர் பண்ற அந்த 4 rupees, இது உன்னோட என்ன இதுவா வரும்? இந்த 4 rupees உன்னோட கிராஸ் ப்ராஃபிட்டா வரும். சொல்ற புரியுதா? இதுக்கு நான் ஏதாவது எக்ஸ்பென்சஸ் பண்ணியிருந்தேன்னா அதை தான் நம்ம மைனஸ் பண்ணிருக்கோம். ஓகே, காஸ்ட் ஆஃப் குட்ஸ் சோல்ட் refers directly related to cost. அதான் நான் சிம்பிளா ஒரே ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட்ல முடிச்சிட்டேன். Cost of goods sold refers to directly related cost. Okay, direct cost என்னென்ன? Direct cost includes, this is an important thing you need to understand, includes purchase price of goods, purchase, and all other expense which are incurred to bring the goods to the business premises or the godown and to make ready for sale. This is an important point. Okay, for example, can anyone tell what is the business we will take to explain this concept? Enna business eduthukalam? Yeah, I will get the idea. Okay, we will get a rice business. Okay, rice trading na pandren. Okay, trading of rice na pandren. Okay, I am purchasing 100 bags of 100 kgs of each bag for rupees 10,000. ஒரு 10,000 each. அதாவது ஒரு பேக் உனக்கு எவ்வளவு கேஜிஸ் இருக்கு? 100 kgs இருக்கு. ஓகே, அதோட பிரைஸ் எவ்வளவு? 10,000 இருக்கு. ஓகேவா, இதை நான் வாங்கிட்டேன். இதே மாதிரி 100 பேக்ஸ் வாங்குறேன். நான் அப்படியே ஒவ்வொரு பேக்கா நான் வச்சு எடுத்துட்டு வந்துட முடியுமா? என்னோட பிசினஸ் குடோனுக்கோ இல்ல நான் வேலை பார்க்குற ஆபீஸ்க்கோ வர முடியாது. ஐ நீட் டு பே டிரான்ஸ்போர்ட் சார்ஜஸ். லாரி மட்டும் வந்தா போதுமா? அதுக்கு நான் ஒரு 1000 rupees செலவு பண்றேன். லாரி மட்டும் வந்தா போதுமா? அந்த கூட்ஸ் அதுல ஏத்த தேவையில்லையா? சோ அது கூட்ஸை ஏத்துறவங்களுக்கு நம்ம என்ன கொடுக்கணும்? கேரேஜ் கொடுக்கணும். அதாவது உள்தூக்கு கூலி அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவோம், கேரேஜ் இன்வர்ட்ஸ். ஓகேவா, அது கொடுக்கணும். அது ஒரு அந்த 100 பேக்ஸ் ஏத்தி முடிக்கிறதுக்கு நம்ம எவ்வளவு கொடுக்குறோம்? 2000 நம்ம கொடுக்குறோம். லோடிங் சார்ஜஸ் அப்படின்னு நம்ம சொல்லுவோம். ஓகேவா, லோடிங் சார்ஜஸ் அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவோம். ஓகேவா, 1000 2000. இதுக்கப்புறம் இப்ப எல்லாருமே என்ன வந்துருச்சு? இ இன்வாய்ஸ் வந்துருச்சு, டாக்ஸ் டியூட்டி வந்துருச்சு. ஓகே, இவே பில் நம்ம சப்மிட் பண்ணணும். எவ்வளவு சப்மிட் பண்ணணும்? இவே பில் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு ஒரு கான்செப்ட் இருக்கு. You will learn in your professional career GST. In your CA inter we will learn about GST. அது நம்ம ஒரு 1000 rupeesக்கு இவே பில் கொடுக்குறோம். ஓகேவா, அப்ப அந்த ஒர்த்துக்கு நம்ம என்ன பண்றோம்? இவே பில் நம்ம கொடுக்குறோம். அப்ப இதெல்லாம் பண்ணும்போது what is the expense I am incurring? 4,000 I am incurring. Okay, one bag 10,000. So 100 bags is how much?
So 10 lakh.
10 lakh. Okay, 10 lakh plus 4,000 expenses I am incurring. So total I will write 10,400. 10 lakh 4,000 on my I will treat it as a direct cost. And one more thing I will say, this I will explain. And to make this ready for sale, what is ready for sale? நான் இப்ப என்ன பண்ணிருக்கேன், 100 கன்னி பேக்ஸ் நான் கோணி பையில நான் என்ன பண்ணிருக்கேன், ஒரு 100 கிலோ 10, அதாவது 100 கிலோ உள்ள 100 பேக்ஸ் நான் வாங்கியிருக்கேன். அதை நான் அப்படியே எல்லாருக்கும் செல் பண்ண முடியும். ஐ செல் இட் இன் a retail business. ஓகேவா, நான் ஹோல்சேலா பர்ச்சேஸ் பண்ணி ரீட்டைல்ல பிசினஸ் பண்ண போறேன். அப்ப நான் என்ன பண்றேன், 25 kgs பிரிக்கிறேன். அந்த பேக்ஸ் என்னவா பண்றேன், 25 kgs பிரிக்கிறேன். அப்ப 1 பேக் நான் எத்தனாவா பிரிக்கலாம், 4 பேக்ஸா பிரிக்கலாம். 1 பேக் நான் எவ்வளவுக்கு பிரிக்கலாம், 4 பேக்ஸா பிரிக்கலாம். அப்ப 125 kgs நான் எவ்வளவுக்கு விற்கிறேன், 5000க்கு நான் என்ன பண்றேன், சேல் பண்றேன், சேல் பண்ண போறேன். ஓகேவா, இந்த 4 பேக்ஸா நான் மாத்துறதுக்கு எனக்கு என்ன தேவை, கன்னி பேக். அதாவது எனக்கு ஒரு கவர் தேவை, அதாவது எனக்கு ஒரு பெரிய சாக்கு கவர், அது நமக்கு தேவை. ஓகே, அப்ப எவ்வளவு வருது, 4 பேக்ஸ் வருது. அத அப்படியே நானே ஓனரே நானே எல்லாத்தையும் உள்ளார்க்கு எடுத்து போட்டு நானே ஸ்டிச் பண்ணி நானே விற்க முடியுமா, இல்ல. அதுக்கு நான் ஒரு லேபர்ஸ் அப்பாயிண்ட் பண்ணணும். அவங்களுக்கு நான் என்ன கொடுக்கணும், வேஜஸ் கொடுக்கணும். அவங்க என்ன கொடுக்கணும், வேஜஸ் கொடுக்கணும். அப்ப அவங்களுக்கு 1 month வேஜஸ் எவ்வளவு, ஒன் மெம்பர் ஒர்க் பண்ணா அவனுக்கு 10,000. 10,000 ரொம்ப அதிகமா இருக்கு. You will take it for 5,000 something. ஓகேவா, 5,000. ஓகேவா, அப்புறம் அதுக்கு நிறைய எக்ஸ்பென்சஸ் பண்ணிருக்கேன். சம் அதர் எக்ஸ்பென்சஸ் ஒரு 1000 பண்ணிருக்கேன். அப்படின்னா இந்த 6,000 எதோட ஆட் பண்ணிக்கணும், இதோட சேர்த்து 6,000 ஆட் பண்ணி மொத்த பர்ச்சேஸ் காஸ்ட் எவ்வளவு போடணும், 10,10,000. and to ready to make it for sale, அது வரைக்கும் it will be a direct cost. Then read the next thing.
All the goods purchased during the accounting period may not be sold during the same accounting period.
Yes, obviously it is true. Suppose I am purchasing 100 bags of rice. இன்னைக்கு நான் 100 bags of rice சொல்றேன். அது என்னால இந்த அக்கவுண்டிங் பீரியட்ல விக்கணும்ன்ற அவசியமே கிடையாது. வித்தா நல்லது, எல்லாமே வித்துரும்ன்றது என்னால சொல்ல முடியாது. may not be sold during the accounting period. அப்ப என்ன பண்ணணும், it is necessary to calculate cost of goods sold. நான் இப்ப ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் 80 பேக் வித்திருக்கேன் இந்த அக்கவுண்டிங் பீரியட்ல. கரண்ட் அக்கவுண்டிங் பீரியட்ல எவ்வளவு வித்திருக்கேன், 80 பேக் வித்திருக்கேன். இதோட காஸ்ட் பிரைஸ் எவ்வளவு, இந்த 80 பேக் வித்ததோட சேல்ஸ் வேல்யூ எவ்வளவு. அப்ப அந்த சேல்ஸ்ல இருந்து இந்த 80 பேக்குக்கு உண்டான காஸ்ட்டை மட்டும் மைனஸ் பண்ணா எனக்கு ஆக்சுவல் கரெக்ட் ப்ராஃபிட் எனக்கு தெரியும். ஓகேவா, நெக்ஸ்ட். Hence the matching principle is applied. matching principle apply பண்றேன். என்ன matching principle apply பண்றேன், 100 bags நான் எடுக்கிறேன். அந்த 100 bagsல இருந்து 80 bags தான் சோல்ட் பண்றேன். அப்ப அந்த 80 bagஸோட காஸ்ட் பிரைஸ், பர்ச்சேஸ் பிரைஸ் நான் தெரிஞ்சுக்கிறேன். என்னோட 80 bagஸோட சேல் வேல்யூ தெரிஞ்சுக்கிறேன். இது ரெண்டுத்துக்கும் உள்ள டிஃபரன்ஸ் தான் என்னது, என்னோட கிராஸ் ப்ராஃபிட். அதை நான் என்னன்னு சொல்றேன், that is my gross profit, that is based on matching principle concept. Okay, hence cost of stock not sold must be deducted. Value of closing stock must be deducted. உன்னால தெரிஞ்சுக்கோ, closing stock will be valued at cost. இதனால தான் நம்ம காஸ்ட்ல வேல்யூ பண்றோம், based on the matching principle concept நால தான். But if there is any opening stock of goods that will be sold during an accounting period, it is added to the cost purchase, and during the period if there is a cost of manufacture, it will also be added to find out the cost of goods sold. Just I will give you with a very good example. I am running a business. Okay va, அப்ப ஓபனிங் ஸ்டாக் இருக்கு. ஒரு பிசினஸ் நியூவா ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணா அந்த பிசினஸ்க்கு ஓபனிங் ஸ்டாக் இருக்காது. அதே ஒரு பிசினஸ் ஒரு 2 வருஷம் இருக்காங்க, இல்ல 1 வருஷம் உங்களுக்கு முடிஞ்சிருச்சுன்னா உங்களுக்கு ஓப்பனிங் ஸ்டாக் இருக்கும். ஏன்னா நான் புதுசா பிசினஸ் ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணும்போது ஸ்டார்டிங்ல எதுவுமே வச்சு ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ண மாட்டேன். அப்பதான் நான் போய் ஒரு விஷயத்த புதுசா பர்ச்சேஸ் பண்ணுவேன். அப்ப ஓப்பனிங் ஸ்டாக்ன்ற கான்செப்ட் எப்போ வரும், உன்னோட பிசினஸ் 1 or 2 years ஓல்டரா இருந்தா அப்பதான் ஓப்பனிங் ஸ்டாக் கான்செப்ட் வரும். அப்ப நான் ஸ்டேஷனரி பிசினஸ் பண்றேன். வாட் இஸ் a business I'm doing? I'm doing a stationery business. I'm doing which business? Stationery business I'm doing in a opening stock. I have 100 pens for ₹6 each. 6 ரூபாய்க்கு. Okay, on that I need to அப்புறம் நான் அந்த கரண்ட் பீரியட்ல நான் எவ்வளவு பர்ச்சேஸ் பண்றேன் அப்படின்னா ஐ வில் பர்ச்சேஸ் 50 pence ஃபார் rupees 7 each. Rupees 7 each. Okay, then at my closing stock, I have left with 25 pence. I have left with how many pence? Or else do one thing. Not write this. Okay, I will sold 125 pence for rupees 10 each. It is your homework. ஓகே, இப்போ இதுதான் உங்களோட அசைன்மெண்ட் மாதிரி. இங்கே நீங்க அசைன்மெண்ட் சால்வ் பண்ண போறீங்க. ஓகேவா? ஓப்பனிங் ஸ்டாக், பர்ச்சேசஸ், சோல்டு, இது எனக்கு தெரிஞ்சிச்சு. உங்களோட டியூட்டி என்னன்னா க்ளோசிங் ஸ்டாக் உள்ள எவ்வளவு பென்ஸ் இருக்கணும்ன்றதை கண்டுபிடிக்கணும். அந்த பெண்ணோட வேல்யூ எவ்வளோன்றது கண்டுபிடிக்கணும். மொத்த பெண்ணோட வேல்யூ, ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் உனக்கு அதுல 40 பென்ஸ் இருக்குன்னா அந்த 40 பென்ஸோட வேல்யூ எவ்வளோன்னு கண்டுபிடிக்கணும். நெக்ஸ்ட் என்ன, உனக்கு இங்கே அசைன்மெண்ட் இந்த 5 மினிட்ஸ்ல நம்ம இப்ப பண்ண போறோம். நெக்ஸ்ட் என்னன்னா என்னோட சேல் வேல்யூ கண்டுபிடிக்கணும். நெக்ஸ்ட் என்னோட காஸ்ட் ஆஃப் குட்ஸ் சோல்ட் கண்டுபிடிக்கணும். காக்ஸ், we will call it as காக்ஸ் and காஸ்ட் ஆஃப் குட்ஸ் சோல்ட் நம்ம கண்டுபிடிக்கணும். இதுதான் உன்னோட டியூட்டி. ஓகேவா? நீ வேணும்னா உன்னோட I will do it in where is there any breakout rooms here? I think so, there is no breakout room, so you will do it here. இங்கே பண்ணுங்க, breakout rooms இல்ல. Okay, I give you 5 minutes time. Okay, after 5 minutes I will ask each and everyone individually. Your time starts now. You are left with 2 more minutes. You are left with 1 more minute. Those who are watching recorded classes also, you can pause the video and you can think for 5 minutes, and you are, after writing your answer, you can resume the video and you can see my answer. Your time is over. Susurita, just unmute and say, what is a closing stock pence? Closing stock மொத்தம் எவ்வளவு pence இருக்கு நம்மகிட்ட? Just unmute and say.
Closing stock 1250.
Value is 1250. Yeah? We will see right now. 1250. Pen. What? How many pence we have left as a closing stock?
25.
25 pence. Very good. Okay. Okay. How it will be 1250?
251.
How much?
250.
1000 to very only 250.
Ah.
Okay, only 250. You are multiplying with rupees 10.
Ah, yes, sir.
It is not like this. I will tell you. Okay, I will ask some other person. Okay, Stega, what is your closing stock value?
145 now.
145.
45.
You are giving, this is Susurita's answer. You are giving 145. How you are giving 145?
7 multiply.
You are multiplying with 7. Can you multiply with 7 again? Can you multiply with 7 again?
$175.
Why you are saying as is 175 is Sneha's answer. Okay. Then coming to Lalita's answer. What is your closing stock value?
Sir, 175 தான் sir நானும்.
You are getting 175 also. Okay, this is Lalita's answer. Atmika, what is your answer?
300.
You are getting 300. Okay, how you are getting 300? I think I am not able to find it. Ramana, what is your answer?
175.
175. Then, what is Vinita's answer?
175.
175. Okay, fine. Okay, now the correct answer is 175. How it is 175 means I have opening stock of how many pence? 100 pence. Okay, then I am purchasing how many pence? 50 pence. Total I am 150 pence. Okay, and I am sold 125. That I am left with 25 pence. How many pence I am left with? 25 pence. This 100 pence I am purchasing for 6 rupees, so it cost is 600. This 5 pence this 50 pence I am purchasing at rupees 70, so I am getting 350. 7 5s are 35, 7 350. So I have total cost worth is how much? 950. Total cost worth is how much? 950. So this 125 pence I am solding out. Okay, for this what is the cost? இந்த 125 பெண்ணோட காஸ்ட் எவ்வளவு அப்படின்னா, இந்த 125 பெண்ணை நான் ரெண்டா பிரிக்கலாம். 100 ஓப்பனிங் ஸ்டாக் மொத்த பெண்ணையும் நான் வித்துறேன். அப்புறம் எனக்கு எவ்வளவு லெஃப்ட் இருக்கு 25 pence இருக்கு. அப்ப 100 ஓப்பனிங் ஸ்டாக்கோட பென்ஸ் வேல்யூ எவ்வளோ 6. அப்ப 600. அப்போ 25 pence ஓட வேல்யூ எவ்வளோ 7 rupees. 25 sevens are எவ்வளோ 175. So 175 plus 600, I'm getting 775. 950 minus 775, you are getting your answer 175. அப்ப 25 pennோட காஸ்ட் பிரைஸ் எவ்வளோ 175. This is based on the concept of FIFO, first in first out. Okay, and the concept padi work. Okay, next, what is my sale value? Sale value
1250.
1250. So Surita, what is your answer?
1250.
1250. Lalita?
Sir, 1250.
Atmika?
1200.
Ramana?
Sir, 1250.
How you are saying 1250?
Sir, 6 pence into 600, sir. 6 pence.
Okay, not like that. You can directly multiply 125 pence into 10.
Okay, sir.
125 into 10, you are directly getting 1250. Okay, next, what is the cost of goods sold? Cost of goods sold is nothing but this 775. Cost of goods sold is nothing but how much? This 775 is your cost of goods sold. Are you able to understood it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. இந்த 775 நான் வேற விதமாவும் நான் ட்ரை பண்ணலாம். இந்த ஆன்சர் எப்படி வேற விதமா கொண்டு வரலாம் எப்படின்னு சொல்றேன் பாரு. மொத்தம் நான் பென்ஸ் எவ்வளவு வாங்கினேன்? மொத்தமா என்கிட்ட 150 இருக்கு. மொத்தமா என்கிட்ட எவ்வளவு இருக்கு 150 இருக்கு. அதோட மொத்த பிரைசிங் எவ்வளவு இருக்கு 950 வருது. மொத்த வெயிட் மொத்தம் என்கிட்ட எவ்வளவு மொத்த rupees 950 நான் செலவு பண்ணிருக்கேன். அதுல நான் எவ்வளவு வாங்கியிருக்கேன் 150 pence வாங்கியிருக்கேன். ஆனா நான் சேல் பண்ணது எவ்வளவு 125. இப்ப இதை சால்வ் பண்ணு. வாட் இஸ் தி ஆன்சர் யூ ஆர் கெட்டிங்? You are getting something around 179.1. அது உன்னோட பாயிண்ட் வேல்யூல வருது. நீ இந்த மாதிரி கால்குலேஷன் பண்ணலாம். பட் ஆக்சுவல் வேல்யூ எவ்வளவு 775 because 1000 into 6 600 ஒரு 25 இருக்கு. 25 into 7 120 175. இது ரெண்டுத்தையும் ஆட் பண்ணா you are getting 775. 775 is your cost of goods sold. Okay, 775 is your cost of goods sold. What the conclusion they have given? If the amount of sales exceeds the cost of goods sold, sales on the cost of goods sold அதிகமாயிடுச்சுனா the difference is my gross profit. On the other, excess of cost of purchase பண்ணது அதிகம், sale value கம்மி, that is my gross loss. What is the formula they have given for cost of goods sold? They are given opening stock plus net purchases. Net purchases means purchases minus purchase return. That is net purchase. Okay, read this and kept it as separate. Direct expenses minus closing stock. Okay, now this is a simple thing. You can easily understood it. This need for preparation of trading account. This is your one-time reading. OTR means one-time reading. You can easily understood why we are preparing a trading account. And for preparation of trading account, we are not seeing this. Okay, we will directly move on. Okay, இது எல்லாமே நீங்க ஏற்கனவே படிச்சதுதான். ஓகேவா? ஓப்பனிங் ஸ்டாக்னா என்ன? இட் இஸ் அன்சோல்டு ஸ்டாக் அட் தி எண்ட் ஆஃப் த ப்ரீவியஸ் இயர். போன வருஷத்துல விற்காம இருக்க ஸ்டாக் தான் இந்த வருஷத்துல ஒரு ஓப்பனிங் ஸ்டாக்கா வரும் அப்படின்றத கான்செப்ட். ஓகேவா? இதெல்லாம் ஈஸியா அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட் பண்ணிக்கலாம். அதுதான் நான் சொன்னேன். That this item will not be there if it is a newly started business. புதுசா ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ற பிசினஸ்க்கு அந்த ஐட்டம் கிடையாது. It will not appear if it is adjusted purchase. இது வந்து I will taught you afterwards. It will not appear it is an adjusted purchase. Make this as a concept and make it as highlight, and I will explain it in your CA. If you are joining with me for CA course, I will explain that. If I teaching this topic now means it will get time nearly half an hour or 15 minutes it will take. Okay, so I am not able to teach it here because in your 11th standard syllabus it is not at all needed. Okay, as a opening stock would have been sold during the year, the cost of opening stock is included in the trading account. Purchase and purchase return you can easily learn. Direct expense you can easily learn. Okay, these are all the direct expenses. This point you need to be remember. Carriage inwards is also called as carriage on purchases. Carriage on purchases is also called as freight in birds. What is the wages? Who are directly engaged in amount paid to workers who are directly engaged in loading, unloading, and handling of the goods purchased is known as wages. You need to have a differentiate between wages and salaries. Till now, I could not able to find it. Wages salaries meaning. What is the wages? It is the paid to the workers who directly engage in loading of goods and unloading of goods. அதாவது பொருளை ஏத்தி இறக்குற வேலையில இருக்கவங்களுக்கு அப்புறம் இந்த ஹேண்ட்லிங் சார்ஜஸ் எடுத்து வைக்கிறவங்களுக்கு நம்ம கொடுக்கிறது தான் wages. Salaries is given to the employees of the organization. Workers வந்து இன்னைக்கு அந்த workers வரலாம், நாளைக்கு அந்த worker வர மாட்டான். வந்தா அந்த பொருளை இறக்கி வச்சானா அவனுக்கு காசு. Employees are rendering services regularly on a daily basis to the organization. So we will pay that in the word of salary we will pay. Okay, then dock charges are cargo related to ship. Okay, then octroi, local authority tax levied by local authority when the purchase of goods enter the multiple limits that we call octroi. Then import duty of goods, import duties. Then royalty is amount paid to the owner of a mines, quarries, or a patent for using a owner's right. For example, I am purchasing a book, I am writing a book, I may get a royalty. என் புக்கை வேற யாருமே ஓன் பண்ணக்கூடாதுன்னு ராயல்டி வாங்கி வச்சுக்கலாம். That is my right, owner's right. That is nothing but royalty. When the royalty is based on cost of production or output, it is treated as direct expense. Royalty will be treated as direct expense. Coal, gas, and fuel or other fuel, goods saleable. Okay, இதெல்லாம் வந்து fuel charges. Commonly we can call it as fuel charges. Then cost of goods manufacturer. If the sole proprietor is also engaged in manufacture of the goods, if an individual is also doing a manufacturing, a separate account, namely manufacturing account is prepared. Which expenses incurred to manufacture goods and the manufacturer பொருளை உற்பத்தி பண்றதுக்கு எவ்வளவு செலவு பண்ணன்னு கண்டுபிடிக்கிறதுக்கு நம்ம ஒரு அக்கவுண்ட் ஓபன் பண்ணுவோம். அந்த அக்கவுண்ட் பேர் தான் இது மேனுஃபேக்சரிங் அக்கவுண்ட். Examples of such expense are raw material, coal, gas, fuel, power, factory rent, packaging, lighting, royalty on manufactured goods, etc. The total cost of goods இதுதான் ரொம்ப 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 crucial. The total cost of goods manufactured is transferred to debit sides of the trading account. Debit sides of the trading account. Credit side we are recording mostly two items. One is sales or sales return and one is closing stock. Okay, this closing stock is as per AS2. This AS2 is to be valued at cost or net realizable value or market price, whichever is lower. இது உன்னோட 11th bookல இருக்குன்றது உனக்கு தெரியுமா தெரியாதா? அது இதுதான் நீ CA ல படிக்கிற inventories. AS2 is nothing but what? Inventories, right? Yes, inventories. இது உன்னோட 11th bookல இருக்குன்னு உனக்கு இன்னைக்கு தான் தெரியுமா இல்ல நீ படிக்கும் போதே தெரியுமா?
இன்னைக்கு தான் சார் தெரியும்.
அப்ப எந்த அளவுக்கு நீங்க 11th 12th படிச்சிருக்கீங்கன்னு பாருங்க. I will show you something, you will be surprised. ஓகேவா? நம்ம உனக்கு ஒன்னு காமிக்கிறேன். அது நம்ம 11thலயே படிச்சோமான்றதை நீ இன்னும் கொஞ்ச நேரத்துல நீ அதை ஃபீல் பண்ணுவ. ஓகேவா? that I will show. Okay, AS2ன்றது உனக்கு இங்கே ரெஃபரன்ஸ் கொடுத்திருக்கான். அது AS2 revised. AS2 is nothing but accounting for inventories, cost or net realizable value, whichever is lower. Okay, so we will move. Closing stock, this is a format you can, I am not able to teach உங்களுக்கு ஏற்கனவே format தெரியும். So debit, credit, opening stock, purchases less. Purchases also include cash purchase plus credit purchase. இது ரெண்டுத்தையும் ஆட் பண்ணனும். இது ரெண்டுத்துல இருந்து என்ன வேல்யூ வருதோ அதுல இருந்து நம்ம எதை மைனஸ் பண்ணனும்? less purchase return மைனஸ் பண்ணனும். இத வேணும்னா எழுதி வச்சுக்கோங்க. இதுதான் நம்ம நெட் பர்ச்சேஸ் சொல்லுவோம். இத நம்ம சொல்றது டோட்டல் பர்ச்சேஸ். உனக்கு கிராஸ் இது கிடைக்கலாம் ஆர் இது கிடைக்கலாம். ஏதாவது ஒண்ணுதான் உன்னால கிடைக்க முடியும். ஓகே, we will use the word for the year ended. ஏன் year ended யூஸ் பண்றோம்னா because of cost goods for the business for a whole accounting year. மொத்த அக்கவுண்டிங் இயர்க்கும் பண்றனால for the year ended மொத்த வருஷத்தோட டேட்டாவும் எடுப்போம். பேலன்ஸ் ஷீட்ல as on ன்னு யூஸ் பண்ணுவோம் or as at ன்னு யூஸ் பண்ணுவோம். அந்த தேதியில மட்டும் எவ்வளவு அப்படிங்கறத பார்க்கிறது. Okay, we will move on to illustration 1. Illustration 1 is quite simple. They are asking to prepare a trading account. Opening stock we will record it on the debit side. Purchases we will record it on debit side. It will on credit side. It will on credit side. The difference between 3600 and 5400. The difference between them is nothing but இரண்டுத்துக்கும் உள்ள difference தான் இது. You will getting how much? 3600 54,100. You are getting 18,000. This 18,000 is nothing but your gross profit. You can do it in an accounting format also. Okay, then coming to illustration 2, from the following balance extracted in the books of Mrs. Lavanya and Sons, prepare trading account. They are asking opening stock. Opening stock will have debit, purchases debit, sales will have credit. Purchase return, we need to deduct it from this purchases. Sales return, we need to subtract it from this sales. Okay, carriage inwards debit, wages is a direct expense debit, fuel power is a direct expense debit, closing stock is a direct income, so it is a credit. Okay, if you done this, you will getting your answers. Okay, either I need to do a sum or you will do a sum. A concept explain panta poduma illa I need to do a sum na I will do the sum. It's not an issue for me. I will do or else you can do. என்ன பண்றீங்க? நீங்க sums போடுறீங்களா இல்ல நான் போடணுமா ஒவ்வொரு சம்மையும்?
நாங்களே போடுறோம்.
What about others? What about others? Vinita, Susurita, Ramana, what about others?
நாங்களே போடுறோம்.
Now hereafter we will see, we will take two things and we will see. Okay, Susurita, opening stock, they are asking to prepare trading account. Opening stock will come on which side?
Debit side.
Debit side. Okay, then Ramana, cost of goods manufactured will come on debit side or credit side? Or else Lalita, cost of goods manufactured is come on debit side or credit side?
Sir, debit side.
Debit side. Then Sneha, they are given cash purchase, they are given cash sales. This will we will be recorded on which side?
Debit side.
Cash purchases will be on debit. Cash sales?
Sales.
Cash
credit
sales.
side.
Credit side. Then purchase return. Vinita.
Debit side la purchase la less பண்ணனும்.
Yes. We'll deduct it from purchases. Then carriage inward. Ramana, carriage inward. Carriage inward. Debit side or credit side item?
Debit side.
Debit side. Freight outward. Freight outward.
Will not appear in trading account.
Why it is not appearing in trading account?
Because it will appear in profit and loss account.
Why it will not? Why it will appear in profit and loss account?
Indirect expenses.
Indirect.
How you are saying as a indirect expenses? How you are saying as indirect expenses? நீ என்கிட்ட ஒரு क्वेश्चन சொன்னா அதுக்கு நான் உன்ட மீனிங் கேட்பேன். நீ பதில் சொன்னானா எனக்கு ஓகே. Why you are saying as indirect expense?
Don't.
Any expense related to sales that is called indirect expense. Carriage outward. Outward is nothing but we are sending the goods out. So we are instead we are making a sales. For the sales we are spending some expense. That expense is indirectly related to the sales. Sales is a direct income. Okay, to earn that income, I am indirectly spending freight outwards for 3,000. So we will record indirect items will come in profit and loss account. Direct items will come in only related to buying and only related to selling. That will come in trading. And for earning to sell the goods, I am spending some expenses, right? That expenses will come in profit and loss account. That is called as indirect expense. Okay, you cannot easily simply read the note. You should understand the core concept, basic concept you should be understand. Okay, it will not come. Okay, then coal and fuel. Vinita, coal and fuel.
Debit side.
Debit side. Okay, Sneha, dock charges on purchases.
Debit side.
Debit side. Import duty on purchases, Lalita.
Debit side, sir.
Debit side. Sushrita, wages.
Debit side.
Sales return.
Credit side.
Credit side, what we need to do? Directly we can put sales return, or else we need to deduct it from sales.
We need to deduct it from sales.
Then we have credit purchase, credit sales. So what is a purchase presentation? For purchases, we will write 2 purchases, we will write, and we will write cash. Cash purchases how much? 60. And then add credit purchase. Credit purchase is how much? 35. So we will have left off 95,000. From that 95,000, we need to deduct purchase return. What is a purchase return? 2,000. So we have a debt. We have left with 93,000. 93,000 is your net purchase. Okay. In the same way, you need to show it for sales also. By sales, you need to show it like this. Sales, cash sales 85,000 plus credit sales is how much? 60. So total you are left with 145. 145 you need to deduct 3,000. So you have debt of 1,42,000. That is your net sales. Okay. Then other direct expenses, you will record it as other direct expenses on the debit side. Okay. This is a presentation we can easily do. Don't think by writing this. Trading account cover. This is not a direct expense. So it will appear. Why it will appear on P&L account? Okay. They are asking COGS. What is the concept of COGS? Opening stock plus purchases plus net purchases plus direct expense minus closing stock. That is cost of goods sold. That cost with the cost. So we will put 8,000 plus 60, total 68 plus direct expense 5, 73. From that indirect expense we will avoid. Only we are related to direct expense. So indirect expense we will avoid. So we directly deduct 9,000. We are getting 64,000. Indirect don't count for cost of goods sold account. So we are related to only buying and selling. Indirect expense varal. Okay. So this question I need to try it as your. Wait, I will do this sum. Opening stock they is given. Purchase less return. They are giving as a net purchase. Avangale net purchase kudutanga. Okay, so direct expense is also given, closing stock is also given. Opening stock plus purchase, you will have 90,000, 90,000 plus 10,000, 80,000, 80,000 minus 30,000, you have 50,000. 50,000 is your cost of goods sold is your 50,000. What? Wait, I think so 70, 90, oh sorry, 70 plus 20, 90, 90 plus 10, 1 lakh, 1 lakh minus 3, 30,000, you have 70,000. Okay, your 70,000 is your cost of goods sold. What they are asking? 20% on sales. They are asking how much? 20% on sales. In my class, already I will taught you 20% on sales. Let us assume, let sales be 100. Okay, let sales be 100. I need to deduct 20% on sales. So 20% on sales is how much? 20. So what is my cost of goods sold? COGS is 80. So gross profit GP percentage is how much? 20 by 80 into 100. You are getting your data of 25%. So GP is equal to 25% on 70,000. So your 25% on 70,000. You have 17,500. So what is the total sales? Sales is total sales nothing but COGS plus GP. COGS is how much? 70,000 plus GP is how much? 17,500. Total you are getting how much? 87,500. Okay, va? This na vera mari na sollalam. The percentage kandupidikkiradha. Cost plus profit equal to sales. Are you agree with this? I have a cost I am putting a profit, I am adding a profit, and I am selling the goods, right? This all everyone should do, right? Let's say I have selling the goods for 100 rupees. Okay, I am having a profit of 25% on sales. Okay, I don't know the cost value. Cost value I know only the sale. I'm selling for 100 rupees. I'm on the 100 rupees profit 25 rupees 25%. So it is 25. Okay, so what is my cost? Cost 100 25 minus I will get how much? 75. 75 rupees உள்ள பொருள்ல நான் எவ்வளவுக்கு சேல் பண்றேன்? 100 சேல் பண்றேன்னா அப்ப அந்த 100ல எவ்வளவு percentage profit இருக்கு? 25% profit இருக்கு. So நான் இதை எப்படி எழுதலாம்? Profit divided by 75 and profit divided by sales இப்படி எழுதலாம். ஓகே, அப்ப எப்படி எழுதுவேன் அப்படின்னா 25 by 100 அப்படின்னா என்ன அர்த்தம்? 25% அர்த்தம். காஸ்ட்ல கண்டுபிடிக்க சொல்றாங்க 25% on sales அப்படின்னா என்ன அர்த்தம்? 25 by 75. 25 by 75. அப்ப 25 by 75 என்னன்னு சொல்லலாம்? 1 by 3. 1 by 3 on cost. 25% நம்ம எப்படி சொல்லலாம்? 25 by 100. இது அடிச்சுனா என்ன சொல்லலாம்? 1 by 4. 1 by 4 on sale is nothing but 1 by 3 on cost. Suppose 1 by 5 on sale is 1 by 4 on cost. 1 by 5 on cost is 1 by 6 on sale. Numerator number plus 1 you add பண்ணிக்க வேண்டியதுதான். Okay, this is how the concept I will taught you. This will help you in your CA foundation sale or return chapter. Have you read the Susrita? Have you already read about sale or return, right?
Yes.
Yes, that this concept will work. This is you are already been studied in your 11th standard, but the way your teacher teaches is different. They're just teaching as a step wise, but I am teaching as a conceptual wise. Okay, so now the surprise is here. Just see this. This is a thing you will learn it in your sale or return also, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, 25% on cost is nothing but 20% on sale. 33 1 by 3 on cost is nothing but 25 by on sale, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, everything you will learn it in your 11th standard. I will bet you in your CA foundation, if you are studying with me, everything you will learn it in the CA 11th standard itself and 12th standard itself. Nothing is new in CA foundation except 4 to 5 chapters. It is new. Other than this, totally everything is simpler. Then we will move on to profit and loss account. Profit and loss account is already a second part of income statement. It is also a nominal account. A business entity is knowing not only the gross profit. They are not only concerned about gross profit. They are also know the overall performance. To know the overall performance, the profit and loss account is prepared. Okay, the profit and loss account contains the items of indirect expense and losses, indirect incomes and gains in profit, in addition to gross profit and gross loss. The difference between net profit and net loss, according to Professor Carter, they are given some definition you can easily read. Okay, you can easily read, and need for preparing is also one-time reading. Okay, then these are all the indirect expense. Indirect expenses which are not connected with the purchase of goods. Anything it is not purchase of goods. Adhan enna sonna, it is purchase of sales. Appo purchase illana the expenses la edhukku irukum, other than purchases ah irukum. Appo sales ah irukkalam illa other expenses ah irukkalam. Expenses incurred in administrative office, இது எல்லாமே நம்ம எதுக்காக செலவு பண்ணுவோம்? ஒரு விஷயத்தை பர்ச்சேஸ் பண்ணிட்டோம், அட்மினிஸ்ட்ரேஷன், ஆபீஸ், செல்லிங், டிஸ்ட்ரிபியூஷன், இது எல்லாமே எதுக்காக நம்ம செலவு பண்றோம்? அந்த அசெட்டை விற்கிறதுக்கு, அந்த கூட்ஸை விற்கிறதுக்கு தான் செலவு பண்றோம். So all expenses related other than purchases. Okay, office and administration, selling and distribution, other office and administration என்ன? ஒரு ஆபீஸ் போட்டு உட்காந்துருக்காங்க, அதுல எம்ப்ளாயிஸ் இருக்காங்க, ஆபீஸ்க்கு ரெண்ட் கொடுக்குறாங்க, போஸ்டேஜ் செலவு, ஸ்டேஷனரி செலவு, லீகல் சார்ஜஸ் வரும், கேசஸ் வரும், அதெல்லாம் பண்றாங்க, ஆடிட் ஃபீஸ் எல்லாம் பண்றாங்க. இது எல்லாமே டிப்ரிசியேஷன் அண்ட் மெயின்டெனன்ஸ் ஆஃப் ஆபீஸ் எக்யூப்மெண்ட், அதுக்கு மட்டும். செல்லிங் அண்ட் டிஸ்ட்ரிபியூஷன் என்ன? அந்த பொருள் எடுத்துட்டு போய் விற்கிறாங்க, அப்ப சேல்ஸ்மேன் ஒரு ஆள் அனுப்புவாங்க, சேல்ஸுக்குன்னு ஒரு வண்டி கொடுப்பாங்க. Okay, அதெல்லாம் sales and distribution expenses expenses related for selling, promotion of sales. Promotion of sales is nothing but your advertisement, write it there, and distribution of goods such as advertisement charges, commission to salesman, carriage outwards. Keep a point, carriage inward or carriage on purchases will be your direct expense. Carriage outward or carriage on sales will be your indirect expense. Make a statement here and put a box. Okay, then other indirect expenses and losses. The expenses such as interest on loan, repair charges, depreciation, charity loss, and debt of fixed asset, abnormal loss due to fire, theft are not covered by insurance is under this category. Other indirect expenses and losses. Okay, this is all the simple meaning, you can easily understood it. Okay, then items owns and the gross profit you can easily run. This is a format. Okay, this is a format. These are all the, if you want to differentiate, if you only the salary, it comes under the, there is only majorly 3 indirect expense. One is office and administrative, one is selling and distribution, and one is other expense and losses. Okay, major நமக்கு 3 indirect expense. அதான் நம்ம உள்ளாக்க சின்னதா bifurcate பண்றோம். Suppose in your examination they can be tested. Bad debts will come under selling and distribution bill. Salaries will come under the head of office and administrative expenses. Indirect incomes, all the indirect incomes other than sales. Sales தவிர வேற என்னென்னலாம் இருக்கும், that will comes under the category of indirect incomes. Either you can get a profit or either you can get a loss. ஏதாவது ஒண்ணு மட்டும் தான் உனக்கு கிடைக்கும். Okay, the expenses which are not related to the business are not shown in the profit and loss account. Make a statement. Expenses, personal expenses will not be shown. Personal expenses will not be shown. Examples of personal expenses of the proprietor, such as domestic and household expenses. For example, domestic servants can நம்ம என்ன பண்ணலாம்? Domestic servants வீட்ல வேலை பார்க்கறவங்க நம்ம salary கொடுத்துட்டு அதை நம்ம business குள்ள எழுதக்கூடாது. Household expenses, household நான் வீட்டு செலவுக்காக நான் என்ன பண்ணிருக்கேன், ஒரு furniture வாங்கியிருக்கேன் அப்படின்னா அது நான் பிசினஸ்க்கு வாங்கின furniture நான் கணக்கு காமிக்க கூடாது. ஓகே, tax, income tax, life insurance premium அதெல்லாம் காமிக்க கூடாது. இது எல்லாமே காமிச்சா இது personal expense. இதை நம்ம என்னவா ட்ரீட் பண்ணுவோம்? We will treat it as a drawings ஆ classify பண்ணுவோம். Drawings ஆ classify பண்ணோம்னா we will deduct it from the capital. கேபிட்டல்ல இருந்து நீ போட்ட காசுல இருந்து உன் காசை எடுத்துக்கிட்ட அப்படின்ற மாதிரி கணக்கு. ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் நம்ம பிசினஸ் ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணும்போது 1 lakh போட்டிருக்கான். ஓகேவா, 1 lakh என்ன பண்ணிருக்கான் போட்டிருக்கான். அப்புறம் வீட்டுக்காக என்ன பண்றான், 10,000 பர்னிச்சர் வாங்குறான். எந்த காசை வச்சு? இதுல இருந்து 10,000 எடுத்து, பிசினஸ்ல உள்ள 10,000 எடுத்து வீட்டுக்கு பர்னிச்சர் வாங்குறான். அப்ப நான் என்ன பண்ணுவேன் அப்படின்னா, அந்த 10,000 ரூபாய் உன்னோட பர்சனலுக்காக நீ செலவு பண்ணிட்ட. அப்ப நீ போட்ட கேபிட்டல் எவ்வளவுதான்? 90,000. ஏன் நம்ம அப்படி பாக்குறோம்? பிசினஸையும் பர்சனல் ஏன் தனித்தனியா பாக்குறோம்? Because of business entity concept. Because of which concept? Business entity concept. Business is different, owner is different. Okay, it is deducted from the drawings of the, and it is deducted from the capital on the liability sides of the balance sheet if they are paid out of the business funds. Business funds la na கொடுத்திருந்தா, எதுல இருந்து கொடுத்திருந்தா? Business funds la na கொடுத்திருந்தா. Only revenue received and revenue expenses are shown in profit and loss account. Make a statement. This will help you in your 12th standard NPO chapter, or BCom you will learn about not for profit organization, or CA you will learn about NPO. The 3 levels you will, this point will help you. This paragraph will help you. Okay, only the revenue receipts and only the revenue expenses shown in trading accounts and profit and loss account, that is nothing but only the nominal accounts. Nominal accounts la revenue that will show. Capital receipt, capital gains, capital expenditure, capital losses are not shown in trading account. அப்ப அத காமிக்க மாட்டாங்க. அப்ப எதுல காமிப்பாங்க? It will show it on the balance sheet. The part of capital items that related to the accounting period are only shown on, for example, depreciation of fixed asset or purchase of fixed asset is a capital expenditure. ஒரு அசெட் வாங்குறேன், அதோட லைஃப் கிரேட்டர் தென் 12 months இருக்கு, அதோட யூஸ்ஃபுல் லைஃப் வந்து என்னவா இருக்கு, ஓவர் a period of time எனக்கு இருக்கு அப்படின்னா I will treat it as a capital expenditure. பட் ஒரு ஐட்டம் நான் ரெவென்யூ எக்ஸ்பெண்டிச்சர் எப்படி நான் கன்சிடர் பண்ணுவேன்னா, இட் இஸ் a non recurring கேபிட்டல். If it is a recurring, it is a revenue. அது expenses ஆ இருந்தா revenue expenditure. நான் income எனக்கு repeatedா வந்திருக்குன்னா அது revenue receipt or revenue income. Revenue payments னு சொல்லலாம். Revenue expenses revenue payments னு சொல்லலாம். But depreciation is a revenue item which relates to use of the fixed asset and it is in the current accounting period. அப்ப current accounting periodல depreciation is a revenue item. ஆனா அந்த asset இருக்கு பாரு, that is a capital item. Okay, next they are asking profit and loss account. This sum you can easily do. Okay, this sum also you can easily do. Next, coming to balance sheet. Okay, balance sheet is a statement which gives position of assets and liabilities as on a particular date and one date. And assets are there. Make this statement as an important and highlight it. Assets are the sources, resources owned by the business. Liabilities are the claims against the business. It is an obligation arise the business. After ascertaining the net profit or net loss of the business enterprise, a business person, எனக்கு profit கிடைச்சிச்சு, என்னோட position இப்ப என்ன? To know the financial position of the business. For this purpose, balance sheet is prepared, which contains amount of all assets, எல்லா assets value and liabilities value. என்ன டேட்? குறிப்பிட்ட லாஸ்ட் டேட். The statement so prepare. இததான் நம்ம என்ன சொல்றோம்? பேலன்ஸ் ஷீட்னு சொல்றோம். இது எதை பேஸ் பண்ணிருக்கு? Because it gives the balance. ஏன் இதை நம்ம பேலன்ஸ் ஷீட் அப்படின்னு சொல்றோம்? It gives the balances of ledger accounts. அதை தான் நம்ம எதுல போடுறோம்? ட்ரையல் பேலன்ஸ்ல போடுறோம். லெஜர்ல பேலன்ஸ் வருது, அதுல இருந்தா எடுத்து ட்ரையல் பேலன்ஸ். நான் செக் பண்றேன் ட்ரையல் ரெண்டுமே எல்லாமே ஈக்குவலா இருக்கான்னு ஒரு ட்ரையல் பாத்துக்கிறேன். அதனால அது ட்ரையல் பேலன்ஸ். அந்த பேலன்ஸ்ல இருந்து ஃபினான்ஷியல் ஸ்டேட்மென்ட் ப்ரிப்பேர் பண்றதுக்கு ஒரு ட்ரையல் பாக்குறேன். டெபிட் ஈக்குவல் டு கிரெடிட் ஈக்குவலா இருக்கான்னு பாக்குறேன். அதனால அது பேர் ட்ரையல் பேலன்ஸ். ஓகேவா? அந்த ட்ரையல் பேலன்ஸ் ஈக்குவலா இருக்கறனால நான் எது ப்ரிப்பேர் பண்ண ஆரம்பிக்கிறேன்? ஃபினான்ஷியல் ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட்ஸ் ப்ரிப்பேர் பண்ண ஆரம்பிக்கிறேன். which are still there after the closure of all the nominal accounts by transferring into the trading and profit and loss account. Balance of all the personal and real accounts are grouped into assets and liabilities. In the balance sheet, liabilities are shown on the left hand side and the assets are shown on the right hand side. This statement is the most important statement. From this, it gives the balances of all ledgers of the closure of all the nominal accounts transferring to trading and profit and loss account. அங்க நான் ஸ்டேட்மெண்டா எழுதுனத இவங்க இந்த theoretical formatல போட்டுட்டாங்க. What is a JR battle by definition? They are given a balance sheet is a statement prepared with a view to measure the exact financial position of a business as on a certain fixed date. The fixed date can be the year end. Okay, the need for preparing a balance sheet, you can read it as one-time reading. Okay, then characteristics of balance sheet also you can read it as one-time reading. Then grouping. This is I need to taught you. The assets and liabilities are shown in the balance sheet are grouped and presented in a particular order. That is grouping. Grouping means is nothing but showing the items of similar nature under a common heading. Now we have two things. We have horizontal format also. We have vertical format also. Okay, horizontal format and vertical format. Horizontal format means this is horizontal format. This is a liability side. This is a asset side. For other than corporate means non-corporate entities. Non-corporate entities means other than companies. Company will follow like this: liabilities and assets. Okay. Then for corporate entities, they will follow vertical. Vertical means in a top it will be a liabilities. In the bottom, it will be your assets. Okay, bottom it will be your assets. Okay, it will be based on a schedule 3. Schedule 3 based பண்ணி இருக்கும். Suppose non-corporate entities vertical formatல prepare பண்ணனும்னு நினைச்சாங்கனாலும் prepare பண்ணிக்கலாம். Okay, it's not an issue. The amount due from various customer is nothing but your debtors. Will shown under the head sundry debtors. Customers ne yaru unoda debtors. Here idu na apart from syllabus la போறேன். ஓகேவா? Who is a Susmita? Who is a consumer or customer? Both are same person or both are different person?
Both are different persons.
Or in some cases, both may be same person, or some cases, both may be different person. What is your thought on this?
In some cases, both may be a same person.
Okay. Can you give the example for it? Can you provide with some example? Any example? Every student, I think nearly 6 students will be there. Other 6 students, you need to understand the concept.
A person buying goods for himself.
You can explain in Tamil also, it's not an issue.
ஒருத்தர் வந்து அவருக்கே வந்து பொருள் வாங்கினா அவரு கஸ்டமர், அதே நேரத்துல அவர் கன்சியூமர்.
Very good. Next. Who is a customer? For example, A is going to a shop and buying a watch for himself. Okay, watch for himself. அவனுக்காக அவன் கடைக்கு போயிட்டு வாட்ச் வாங்கிக்கிறான் அப்படின்னா அப்ப அந்த A அந்த கடைக்காரனுக்கு கஸ்டமர். அந்த பொருளை கன்சியூம் பண்ண போறது யாரு? A. In this case, A will be act as a consumer and A will act as a customer. Suppose I will take this word. A goes to a shop, purchase a watch to make a gift. To make a gift to n number of person. And the person name XYZ person. ஏதோ ஒரு personக்கு அவன் pay பண்ண போறான் அப்படின்னா. So for A, for the shop owner, A can be a customer. Okay, now A is married and A is presenting to A's wife. A's wife, I am not knowing the name. So A will consume that watch. A will use this watch. So A's wife is a consumer. So this is the difference between the customer and the consumer. Customer, if I am if I am selling the goods on credit, it is my customer. So we will call it as debtors. Okay, so currently we have current assets, we have cash, bank, debtors, stock and other assets will be shown. Marshalling is the arrangement. This is an important thing you need to do. This will help you in a professional career. Marshalling is the arrangement of various assets and liabilities in a proper order. What is meant by marshalling? Marshalling can be done in 2 ways. There's a 2 types of marshalling. Marshalling means yeah, various of assets and liabilities are there. I need to in a proper order. Order wise I need to do. There is then 2 ways. One is order of liquidity and one is order of permanence. This will give you in the CA foundation book. I will show you. Once I take the CA foundation classes, no, that time I will show you. In that you have order of liquidity and order of permanence. If I directly go to the CA foundation material, no, it will be your nightmare for you. But if I taught you again 11th standard book and I am going to start with the CA foundation book, means you can easily, without my help, you can easily solve all the questions. Okay, according to this method, assets which are most easily convertible into cash, which will be presented first. Highlight the point. In this method, assets which are most easily converted into cash. Cash na easy வேற ஒரு பொருளா மாத்திக்க முடியும். அதனால அத என்ன பண்ணுவோம்? First present பண்ணுவேன். Okay, அடுத்தது least liquid assets and then follow those assets which are comparatively less easily convertible. So that the least liquid asset. அது என்னது? Goodwill அப்படினு சொல்லலாம். Okay, அப்புறம் inventories அப்படினு சொல்லலாம். In the same way, the liabilities which are to be paid at the earliest. Now, first இதை எனக்கு pay பண்ணணும். அதுதான் நான் first present பண்ணணும். That is my current liabilities are shown first, and then fixed liabilities are shown. And finally, proprietor's capital. அதனால capital நம்ம கீழ காமிப்போம். If you are following order of permanence, capital மேல போயிடும். அதுக்கப்புறம் fixed liabilities வந்துரும். கீழ current liabilities வரும். அதே மாதிரி அசெட்ல என்ன வந்துரும்? மேல பில்டிங், ஃபர்னிச்சர், அது வந்துட்டு கடைசியில கேஷ் வரும். அப்ப கடைசியில உன்னோட பேலன்ஸ் ஷீட்ல கேஷ் கொடுத்திருக்காங்கன்னா they are following order of liquidity. If they are following order of permanence, they will present it first. Okay, this method is exactly a reversal of first method. What is the first method? First method is order of liquidity. Assets which are more permanent, that is goodwill, fixed assets are shown, and which are less permanent are shown least. Similarly, those liabilities which are to be paid at last, கடைசியா business close பண்ணும்போது தான் pay பண்ணனும்னு ஒரு இது மெயினா capital. அத நான் first காமிப்பேன். Proprietor's capital will shown first, then fixed and long term liabilities, lastly current liabilities. இது யார் mostly follow பண்ணுவா? Joint stock companies, that is nothing but companies. required under Companies Act are to be prepared the balance sheet in order of permanence. அவங்க எது ஃபாலோ பண்ணுவாங்க? ஆர்டர் ஆஃப் பர்மனன்ஸ் ஃபாலோ பண்ணுவாங்கன்றது உன்னோட 11th புக்ல கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. If you are a 11th student, you are going to follow this. If you are a professional student, we are going to taught it in a professional material, ICI study material, and that we will see. Okay. Methods of preparing and drafting a balance sheet, I can easily tell there is a two way. One is horizontal form, one is vertical form. That is the thing I will explain to you earlier. Okay, this is how the horizontal format will be. Okay, this is a format you can easily do. Now the concept of fixed assets has been demolished. On that, the fixed asset, the companies, for example, companies வந்து order of permanence follow பண்றாங்கன்னா அவங்க fixed asset என்ற word யூஸ் பண்ண மாட்டாங்க. அதுக்கு பதிலா அவங்க என்ன word யூஸ் பண்ணுவாங்க? They will use the word property, plant and equipment. அது என்ன பண்ணிட்டாங்க? 2016-15 டைம்ல அதை அமெண்ட் பண்ணிட்டாங்க. அப்ப அவங்களும் ஃபிக்ஸ்ட் அசெட் தான் யூஸ் பண்ணிட்டு இருந்தாங்க. அப்ப ஃபிக்ஸ்ட் அசெட்னா நிறைய பேர் கன்ஃபியூஷன் இருந்துச்சு. அப்ப ஃபிக்ஸ்டா ஒரு பிளேஸ்ல இருந்தாதான் அது ஃபிக்ஸ்ட் அசெட்டா அப்படின்ற மாதிரி கொஸ்டின் ரைசஸ் ஆச்சு. சோ நிறைய கான்ட்ரோவர்சிஸ் வந்துச்சு. சோ அதனால எதுக்கு அந்த வேர்ட் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு அதை தூக்கிட்டு they are giving as a property. Land buildingலாம் ப்ராப்பர்ட்டில வந்துரும். Plant, they are also biological plants also. Some trees also we will call it as a plant. Some machinery plant, the steel plant, that will also we will call it as a plant. And we have equipments. Okay, இது எல்லாத்தையும் நம்ம இது பண்ணுவோம். Okay, then this is a format. This is a vertical format. They have given something as different, but in your 12th standard study material, 12th standard accounts book, in chapter 8 or 9, I could not remember properly, 8 or 9, you have a perfect vertical format of Schedule 3. Schedule 3 you have. And in also CA foundation also, you have 10th chapter company accounts. In this unit number 1, you have this proper vertical format. This is not a proper vertical format. This for sole proprietor வேணா இப்படி prepare பண்ணிக்கலாம். Sole proprietor வேணா என்ன பண்ணிக்கலாம்? இந்த ஃபார்மட்ல prepare பண்ணிக்கலாம். அப்ப companies will follow in a schedule. Schedule 3 of Companies Act 2013. Okay. அவங்க இது ஃபாலோ பண்ணுவாங்க. இதை பத்தி ஒன்றும் பயப்பட தேவையில்ல. ப்ரொப்ரைட்டர்ஸ் ஃபண்ட் இஸ் நத்திங் பட் கேபிட்டல் தான். ஓகேவா? சோ this is not a proper format. Okay. So preparation of balance sheet எப்படி பண்ணுவோம்? There is no prescribed format for preparing a balance sheet of sole proprietor and partnership. Make a statement. There is no format for preparing a prescribed format இல்ல. அதனால சொன்னேன் அது உங்களுக்கு ப்ராப்பர் ஃபார்மேட்டே கிடையாது. அதெல்லாம் சொல்லுங்க. For joint stock companies nothing but a companies. The format preparing balance sheet is under Schedule 3. This Schedule 3 is in your 11th standard itself. உங்களோட 11th standardல Schedule 3 னா என்ன கொடுத்திருக்காங்க? Of Indian Companies Act 2013. You know how many schedules are there in Companies Act? Total 7 schedules. How many schedules you have? Total 7 schedules you have. Out of which Schedule number 3 speaks about preparation of balance sheet and preparation of profit and loss account. Schedule 2 speaks about depreciation, I think so. Yes, Schedule 2 is talk about depreciation. I remember only 3 to 4 schedules. 7 is for CSR, corporate social responsibility. Okay, all transferring nominal accounts items left out is transfer, and all the real accounts and personal accounts will be transferred to balance sheet. These are grouped under the assets of debit balance and liabilities of credit balance presented in the balance sheet. Okay, this thing I need to give it as a one-time reading. Okay, so what are the assets? We have fixed asset. This word has been demolished and it has been substituted by the word property, plant and equipment. Those who are the 11 students, those who are watching this recorded classes, you should use only fixed asset. The professional students who are watching this recorded classes, you will use property, plant and equipment. Okay, next, tangible fixed asset. It will be on fixed asset only. It will divide into two: tangible, which can be seen, and which can be seen, which can be felt, which can be touched. Intangible fixed asset, which cannot be seen, which have no physical existence. So they are given to, you know, cash in hand and stock are tangible assets. Cash we can see, stock we can touch, we can realize, we have physical existence, they have some places. Okay, then current asset you can read it as a one-time reading. Okay, everything you can read it as a one-time reading. Okay, this is a wasting asset. What is a wasting asset? These assets which are get exhausted gradually in the process of excavation. Example in mines of quarries. So for example, ஒரு கல்லு உடைக்கிற ஒரு for example granite manufacturing எடுத்துக்கலாம். பண்ணிக்கலாம் கிரானைட் மேனுஃபேக்சரிங் எடுத்துக்கலாம். அப்ப அந்த பாறை that is my asset. ஓகேவா? அத நான் என்ன பண்றேன்? கட் பண்ணி ஷேப் பண்றேன். அப்போ ஒரு சில வேஸ்டேஜஸ் வரும்ல, அந்த வேஸ்டேஜஸ் நான் விக்கிற வரைக்கும் அது என்னவா இருக்கும்? என்னோட வேஸ்டிங் அசெட்ஸா இருக்கும். என்னோட வேஸ்டிங் அசெட்ஸா இருக்கும். What is fictitious and nominal assets? That is the most important. These assets are only a name but not in reality. Realityல அந்த அசெட்ஸை நீ பார்க்கவே முடியாது. These are the assets only in the name but not in the reality. These assets are not really assets. அது அசெட்ஸ்மே கிடையாது. அதனால தான் நம்ம fictitious assets ன்றோம் or nominal assets ன்றோம். But are shown on the asset sides on the asset side only for the purpose of writing off by transferring them to profit and loss account. நம்ம asset side எழுதுறதுக்கான காரணமே என்ன? அது நம்மளோட புக்ஸ்ல இருந்து கேன்சல் பண்றது தான், ரைட்டிங் ஆஃப் பண்றதுக்கு தான். ஓகே, அக்கௌண்ட் கிராஜுவலி ஓவர் a period of time in ஃபியூச்சர்ல ஒரே வருஷத்துல நான் இது பண்ணிட முடியாது. ஓவர் a period of time நான் பண்ண முடியும். Such assets include expenditures that benefit which last for more than a year. Deferred expenditure, deferred asset நம்ம சொல்லுவோம், which last more than a year. For example, not yet written off, such as advertisement expenses, preliminary expenses. For example, preliminary expenses அப்படின்னா என்னன்னா, நம்ம பிசினஸ் ஸ்டார்ட் பண்றதுக்கு முன்னாடியே செலவு பண்ண எக்ஸ்பென்சஸ். அது நான் ஒரு 1 crore செலவு பண்ணிருக்கேன்னு வச்சுக்கோங்க. பிசினஸ்லாம் ரெஜிஸ்டர் பண்றதுக்கு முன்னாடி செலவு பண்ணது 1 crore. அந்த 1 crore நான் என்ன பண்ணக்கூடாது, என்னோட பிசினஸோட ஃபர்ஸ்ட் இயர்ல என்ன பண்ணக்கூடாது, இந்த 1 crore நான் எக்ஸ்பென்சஸா காமிக்க கூடாது. இது என்னோட அசெட் கிடையாது. ரியாலிட்டியில அது என்னோட அசெட்டே கிடையாது. அப்ப நான் அசெட் சைடுக்காக எழுதுறேன். எதுக்காக? நான் அதை பைஃபர்கேட் பண்றதுக்காக. அதாவது நான் வந்து ரைட் ஆஃப் பண்ண போறேன், கேன்சல் ஆஃப் பண்ண போறேன் ஓவர் அ பீரியட் ஆஃப் டைம்ல. எப்ப இந்த 1 crore நான் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் இயர்ல என்ன பண்ணக்கூடாது, எக்ஸ்பென்ஸ் பண்ணிடக்கூடாது. ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள், என்னோட யூஸ்ஃபுல் லைஃப் எவ்வளவு இருக்கு? 10 years தான் நான் அக்ரிமெண்ட் போட்டிருக்கேன் என்னோட பிசினஸ் ரன் பண்ண அப்படின்னா 1 crore divided by 10 lakh. 1 crore divided by 10, you are getting 10 lakhs. அப்ப நான் என்ன பண்ணணும், ஒவ்வொரு வருஷம் P&L நான் என்ன பண்ணணும், preliminary expenses 10 lakh அப்படின்றத நான் ரைட் பண்ணணும். ஓகேவா? அப்படி இல்லாட்டி என்ன பண்ணுவோம் அப்படின்னா, இந்த 10 lakh எப்படி காமிக்க மாட்டோம். இந்த 10 lakh எப்படி preliminary expenses காமிச்சிட்டோமா, அப்ப இதோட பேலன்ஸ் ஷீட் இருக்குல்ல, அப்ப ஃபர்ஸ்ட் அப்ப எனக்கு எவ்வளவு இருக்கும், 1 கோடி இருக்குமா. இப்ப preliminary expenses இருக்குன்னா அப்ப அசெட் சைடுல என்ன பண்ணுவோம்னா 90 lakhs தான் காமிப்போம். இந்த வருஷம் 10 lakhs போயிடுச்சு. நெக்ஸ்ட் வருஷத்தோட பேலன்ஸ் ஷீட்ல இங்க தனியா 10 lakhs காமிப்பேன். அடுத்த வருஷம் பேலன்ஸ் ஷீட்ல இது 80 lakhs மாறிடும். ஓகே, அதே மாதிரி அட்வர்டைஸ்மெண்ட் எக்ஸ்பென்சஸ். ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள், ஒரு பெரிய அட்வர்டைஸ்மெண்ட் கம்பெனி என்ன பண்றாங்க, ஒரு 2 crores அட்வர்டைஸ்மெண்ட் எடுத்துட்டாங்க. ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள், பெரிய பெரிய ஸ்டோர்ஸ், பெரிய பெரிய ஜுவல்லரிஸ் வந்து 2 crores அட்வர்டைஸ்மெண்ட் கொடுப்பாங்க ஹீரோயின்ஸ்க்கு எல்லாருக்குமே. அப்ப அதை ஒரே வருஷத்துல அவங்க எக்ஸ்பென்சஸா காமிக்க கூடாது. அவங்க வந்து என்ன பண்ணணும், டிஃபர்ட் பண்ணணும். டிஃபர்ட்னா அதை பிரிச்சு ஒவ்வொரு வருஷத்துல காமிக்கணும். அந்த அட்வர்டைஸ்மெண்ட் எத்தனை வருஷத்துக்கு அவங்க யூஸ் பண்ண போறாங்க, 5 yearsக்கு யூஸ் பண்ண போறாங்களா, 3 yearsக்கு யூஸ் பண்ண போறாங்களோ, அப்ப அதை வச்சு டிவைட் பண்ணி அந்தந்த வருஷம் P&L அதை எக்ஸ்பென்சஸா நம்ம காமிப்போம். ஓகேவா? Then classification of liabilities, you can read it as one time reading. In this, be careful while reading for contingent liabilities. Okay, next, the difference between a trial balance and a balance sheet you can learn. Okay, preparation of balance sheet you can easily do. Yeah, with this, the final accounts of a sole proprietor 1 is over. Okay, after the class is over, you can read this and you can do all these sums as your homework sums. Okay, I will give you 1 week time to complete this. Okay, after the final sole proprietor also, I am going to give it as homework. I will give you not 1 week time, I will give you 3 to 4 days time to complete all this sum. I think you have only 12 sums. You can easily do it in 1 day also. Okay, and this do you know is a most important part. It will help you in your CA inter career, or it will be help you in your BCom career, or if you are studying for CMA, it will help you, or if you are studying for CS, it will help you. This do you know is important. What is the given? Operating profit. What is operating profit? Operating profit is a profit earned from the normal operating activities of the business entity. What is a normal business operating activities? But my operation is doing a car manufacturing. கார் மேனுஃபேக்சர் பண்ணி சேல் பண்றதா என்னோட ஆபரேஷன் அப்படின்னா, அப்ப நான் இதுல இருந்து மட்டும் எனக்கு எவ்வளவு ப்ராஃபிட் வருதோ தட் இஸ் மை ஆபரேட்டிங் ப்ராஃபிட். தட் இஸ் மை ஆபரேட்டிங் ப்ராஃபிட். அப்ப ஆபரேட்டிங் ப்ராஃபிட் எப்படி கண்டுபிடிக்கிறது? ஆபரேட்டிங் ப்ராஃபிட் இஸ் a difference between operating revenue and operating cost. I wanted to ask you one more thing. In your 12th standard state board, you are in your chapter number 9, you are taught about ratio analysis, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. On that, this concept will appear, right? This operating profit concept will appear, right? If I am not wrong.
Yes, sir.
Yes. The same references, the book, yaar in the book prepare பண்ணாங்களோ அவங்க அந்த 11th லே ரெஃபரன்ஸா கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. Okay va? This book is prepared based on the CA foundation material. This book is prepared based on the CMA foundation material. This book is prepared on the basis of a big authors material. Okay, operating profit is nothing but operating revenue minus operating cost. அப்ப operating revenue என்ன? அத எப்படி சொல்லலாம்? Net sales. Net sale என்ன? Sales minus sales return. ஓகேவா? அதுல இருந்து operating cost என்ன? Cost of goods sold plus other operating expenses. Net sales and cost of goods sold, other operating expenses na office and administration expenses, selling and distribution expenses. Then this is an important statement you need to remember. Operating profit is also called as earning before interest and tax, EBIT. Operating profit is also called as earnings before interest and tax. That is nothing but EBIT. EBIT is nothing but I am earning that before I'm paying an interest, before I'm paying a tax. This will be in your CA inter only. It's not at all in the CA foundation or CMA foundation or become first year or become second year. It will be on a become third year, or it will be coming MCom first year. Okay, operating activities means an activities relating to normal or main businesses of an enterprise. That is a statement I'm making again and again. It is nothing but normal or main business. என்னோட main business என்ன? Car manufacturing. So for example, நான் investment பண்ணிருக்கலாம். அந்த investmentல இருந்து எனக்கு interest வந்துச்சு. அந்த investmentல இருந்து எனக்கு profit வந்துச்சுனா, that is not my operating profit. That is my profit. ஓகேவா? Operating activities means an activities related to normal or main business of an enterprise. Operating revenues are the revenues earned in the normal courses of a business. That's the important point you need to underline. And operating cost is a cost incurred in the normal course of business of an enterprise. Okay, operating cost includes cost of goods sold and other indirect operating expenses such as office administration and repeating. Next, purely financial expense. What are the purely financial expense? Interest and preference dividend. Interest on loan and income such way of dividend. This dividend is in particular, it is preference dividend, not a equity dividend. It is preference dividend. Purely financial expense. Interest charges, interest on loan, preference dividend interest. That is a financial expense. Received are not included in operating expense. Include panna mattom. Financial expense வராது. அப்ப operating profitல இருந்து EBIT வரும். உனக்கு EBIT வரும். EBIT ல நீ என்ன பே பண்ணுவனா இன்ட்ரஸ்ட் பே பண்ணுவ. இன்ட்ரஸ்ட் பே பண்ணிட்டு வரது உனக்கு EBT ன்னு சொல்லுவோம். EBIT நம்ம எப்படி சொல்லுவோம்னா PBIT ன்னு சொல்லுவோம். Profit before interest and tax ன்னு. இது இன்ட்ரஸ்ட்ல எவ்வளவு பெர்சன்டேஜ்ல கொடுக்கணுமோ அது கொடுத்துருவோம். EBT PBT ன்னு. Profit before tax ன்னு நம்ம சொல்லலாம். ஓகே, அப்ப அதுல இருந்து என்ன பண்ணணும்? டாக்ஸ் பே பண்ணணும். நான் டாக்ஸ் என்ன சொல்றேன்? Tax should be paid at 30%. இப்போதைக்கு ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கோ, every company should pay a tax at 30%. இல்ல ஒரு சில company pay 25% பண்ணுவாங்க. That I will taught you if you are joining with me for CA Inter. That time I will taught you how this 25% will work. As of now, kindly remember this. Every companies will pay tax at how many percentage? 30%. On which this EBIT part. In the EBIT part, and எவ்வளவு percentage அவங்க tax pay பண்ணுவாங்க? 30% tax பண்ணுவாங்க. For example, I am earning 1000 rupees as my interest on tax and கட்டறதுக்கு மேல 1000 இருக்கு. interest over 100 கட்டிடுறேன் அப்படின்னா I am left with how much 900. The 900ல 30% எவ்வளோ 270. 270. அப்ப 900 minus 270 is how much 630. Okay, அப்ப இந்த 630 is my PAT or EAT. EAT na சாப்பிடல earnings after tax. PAT na profit after tax. That is 630. How much 630. Okay, it's not in the 630. In the 630 தான் நான் என்ன பிரிச்சு கொடுப்பேன் dividend பிரிச்சு கொடுப்பேன். Okay, with this I want to give you the reference. What is they have given? Read this fifth point. Fundamentals of Accounting 2017 syllabus, Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, New Delhi. Now we are using 2018 syllabus. Okay, we are also using Fundamentals of Accounting. We are also using 2017-18 syllabus only. In 2017 it is CPT. 2018 onwards it will become CA Foundation. CPT means Common Proficiency Test in CA. As CA Foundation mathi theoretical paper vechiranga. CPT will be a MCQ based. CA Foundation will be a 2 descriptive and 2 MCQ paper. Okay, otherwise these are the different authors book. Different authors book. These are not all needed. For BCom student, they can get this material. Okay, we will only focus on this part 5. CA Foundation material we will use for CA Foundation. Okay. So with this final accounts of a sole proprietor 1 is over. Okay, I don't want to continue by today itself. We are meeting again tomorrow and we are going to do unit number 13 in the 11th standard, that is a basics of accounting, day 10. Now this is a day 9 class. Day 10 class will be your final accounts of a sole proprietor 2. Okay, before coming to the next class, kindly revise the unit number 12, that is final accounts of a sole proprietor 1. Okay, with this officially our class is over today. Do the sums, do all the 12 sums in the exercise and also do the illustration problems and send it to my concept notes to my email ID hariacademy0807@gmail.com. and if you are writing a test, you need to send it to hariacademy@testseries@gmail.com email IDs. Okay, with this officially our class is over today. See you after tomorrow. Have a good day. Thank you.